The National Electrical Code, or NEC, 2008 introduced a requirement for arc fault protection on all 15 amp and 20 amp branch circuits in residential dwellings. This includes essentially all circuits regardless of their location except for specific exemptions. These exemptions typically include laundry circuits, furnace circuits, air conditioner circuits, range circuits, and water heater circuits. The primary reason the NEC mandated arc fault protection is to reduce the risk of electrical fires. Arc faults occur when electrical current deviates from its intended path, creating a high-energy spark. These sparks can ignite nearby materials, resulting in a fire. While arc fault protection is generally beneficial, there are several concerns associated with this requirement. Firstly, increased cost is a significant factor. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or AFCIs, are considerably more expensive than standard circuit breakers, potentially adding a substantial cost to new construction or home renovations. Secondly, the potential for nuisance tripping is another concern. AFCIs are sensitive devices and may trip unnecessarily, causing interruptions in power to appliances and devices. Thirdly, compatibility issues can arise. Some AFCIs may not be compatible with certain types of appliances or devices, such as older motors or power tools. The NEC 2008 requirement for arc fault protection does not retroactively apply to existing homes. However, it is generally recommended that homeowners consider installing AFCIs in areas with a higher risk of electrical fires, such as bedrooms and living rooms. It is important to remember that AFCIs are not a substitute for proper wiring and maintenance. Defective wiring or damaged outlets can still cause fires even if AFCIs are installed. Furthermore, AFCIs may not detect all types of arc faults. Certain types of arc faults, such as smoldering arcs, may not be detectable by AFCIs. It is crucial to understand that AFCIs are not a perfect solution. They have potential drawbacks, including cost, nuisance tripping, and limitations in detecting all types of arc faults. However, they offer an additional layer of protection against electrical fires. To elaborate on the technical aspects, an arc fault is essentially an unintended electrical discharge, or arc, between two or more conductors. These arcs generate intense heat, which can ignite surrounding materials. Standard circuit breakers are designed to protect against overloads and short circuits, but they do not typically respond to arc faults. AFCIs, on the other hand, are specifically designed to detect and interrupt arc faults. There are two main types of AFCIs: branch or combination type AFCIs and outlet branch circuit AFCIs. Branch or combination type AFCIs offer protection against both series and parallel arc faults. Series arc faults occur when there is a break in a single conductor, while parallel arc faults occur between two or more conductors. Outlet branch circuit AFCIs typically provide protection against parallel arc faults and are installed at the first outlet on a branch circuit. The NEC Article 210.12 provides detailed requirements for arc fault circuit interrupter protection. This section specifies where AFCIs are required, as well as the types of AFCIs that are permitted. When selecting an AFCI, it is important to consider the specific application and the type of protection required. It is also important to ensure that the AFCI is compatible with the electrical system. When installing an AFCI, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Incorrect installation can render the AFCI ineffective or even create a safety hazard. It's worth noting that there are specific testing procedures for AFCIs. These tests are designed to ensure that the AFCI is functioning correctly and will trip in the event of an arc fault. Regular testing of AFCIs is recommended to ensure their continued effectiveness. Common causes of nuisance tripping in AFCIs include faulty appliances, loose wiring connections, and electrical noise on the circuit. If an AFCI trips frequently, it is important to investigate the cause and correct the problem. Sometimes, it might be necessary to upgrade the AFCI to a more robust model that is less susceptible to nuisance tripping. While the NEC provides specific requirements for arc fault protection, local jurisdictions may have additional requirements. It is important to check with the local building department to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. In situations where existing wiring is being modified or extended, it is important to assess the need for arc fault protection. Even though the NEC may not require retrofitting AFCIs in existing homes, it is generally a good practice to consider upgrading to AFCIs in areas where there is a higher risk of electrical fires. When working with electrical systems, it is always important to prioritize safety. Ensure that the power is turned off before working on any electrical components. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. Continuing on the technical aspects of AFCIs, let's discuss their internal workings in more detail. AFCIs use sophisticated electronic circuitry to detect the unique characteristics of arc faults. They typically monitor the current waveform for irregularities, such as rapid changes in current or high-frequency noise, which are indicative of an arc. When an arc fault is detected, the AFCI trips the circuit breaker, interrupting the flow of electricity and preventing a fire. The sensitivity of an AFCI is a critical parameter. It must be sensitive enough to detect genuine arc faults, but not so sensitive that it trips unnecessarily due to normal electrical noise. Manufacturers design AFCIs to strike a balance between sensitivity and immunity to nuisance tripping. The NEC requires that AFCIs meet certain performance standards which are specified in Underwriters Laboratories UL Standard 1699. This standard outlines the testing procedures and performance criteria that AFCIs must meet in order to be listed and approved for use. In addition to UL 1699, there are other relevant standards and guidelines that address arc fault protection. These include publications from organizations such as the National Fire Protection Association (NFPA) and the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers (IEE). These standards provide valuable information on the design, installation, and maintenance of arc fault protection systems. When troubleshooting an AFCI that is tripping, it is important to systematically investigate the potential causes. Firstly, inspect the wiring connections at the AFCI and at all outlets and devices in the circuit. Look for loose connections, damaged wiring, or signs of overheating. Secondly, test the appliances and devices that are connected to the circuit. Unplug each appliance one at a time to see if the tripping stops. If an appliance is found to be causing the tripping, it should be repaired or replaced. Thirdly, check for any sources of electrical noise in the circuit. This could include fluorescent lights, electronic ballasts, or switching power supplies. These devices can sometimes generate noise that can interfere with the operation of the AFCI. In some cases, it may be necessary to replace the AFCI with a different model or brand. Some AFCIs are more susceptible to nuisance tripping than others, so it may be helpful to try a different AFCI to see if the problem is resolved. It is also important to ensure that the AFCI is properly grounded. A poor ground connection can cause the AFCI to malfunction and trip unnecessarily. The grounding system should be inspected to ensure that it is in good condition and that all connections are tight and secure. Furthermore, surge protection can help to prevent nuisance tripping of AFCIs. Surges and voltage transients can sometimes trigger AFCIs, so installing surge protectors can help to reduce the likelihood of this occurring. Surge protectors should be installed at the service entrance and at sensitive electronic equipment. It's also good to be aware of the different types of electrical faults that can occur. These include arc faults, ground faults, and short circuits. Each type of fault has its own unique characteristics and requires different protection measures. Arc faults, as previously discussed, are detected by AFCIs. Ground faults are detected by ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. Short circuits are detected by standard circuit breakers. Understanding the differences between these types of faults is essential for selecting the appropriate protection devices. In summary, arc fault protection is an important safety measure that can help to prevent electrical fires. AFCIs are designed to detect and interrupt arc faults, providing an additional layer of protection beyond standard circuit breakers. While AFCIs have some limitations, such as cost and potential for nuisance tripping, their benefits generally outweigh their drawbacks. When installing and maintaining AFCIs, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions and to comply with all applicable codes and regulations. Regular testing and troubleshooting can help to ensure that AFCIs are functioning correctly and providing the intended level of protection. As technology advances, AFCIs are becoming more sophisticated and reliable. Manufacturers are continuously working to improve their performance and to reduce the likelihood of nuisance tripping. Future generations of AFCIs may incorporate advanced features such as self-testing and remote monitoring. These advancements will further enhance the safety and reliability of ARC fault protection systems. When considering ARC fault protection for your home or business, it is important to consult with a qualified electrician. An electrician can assess your specific needs and recommend the appropriate type of AFCI for your application. They can also ensure that the AFCI is properly installed and that it is functioning correctly. Remember, electrical safety is paramount. Taking the necessary precautions to protect against electrical hazards can help to prevent fires and save lives. ARC fault protection is just one component of a comprehensive electrical safety plan. Other important elements include proper wiring, regular maintenance, and the use of qualified electricians. By working together, we can create safer electrical environments for our homes, businesses, and communities.